Hey, it's Todd Burry from toddburry.com. Do you ever struggle with procrastination? I mean, you probably do, right? I mean, I think everybody does in some way, shape, or form, at least for a while in their life. Ask any college student, they'll say, yeah, I probably procrastinate quite a bit, right? So procrastination is irrelevant unless it's something that you have to do or is really in your heart to do, right? Those are the two areas you can't procrastinate. And you need to know that procrastination in any area of your life, right, will affect all areas because procrastination it's a joy stealer. And so I'm going to give you a quick little story that's just an example and then give you some insights as to why we do it and then one powerful mantra that will help you break the habit and create a new habit. So I had this cloud hanging over my head for like 2 months. Right? 2 months because I was trying to do something relative to videos. And I'm completely non-technical, right? So just anything I do relative to technology, it just was like, oh no, I gotta do this technology thing, right? So I needed to figure out, right? Or I was putting off figuring out how to do a very simple thing. And that is record a video into the phone, right? Like this. And then just load it into my computer. So I was finding all kinds of other ways to do it rather than figure out this one thing. And so I had some projects that were stacking up a little bit because I'm like, I can't do that project until I have someone to run the video for me because I didn't have to upload it to my computer, right? So finally I'm like, it was hanging over me. I could feel this cloud like, oh my gosh, these things are stacking up. I got plenty to do, but these things I want to get done. And then finally I'm like, okay, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it, right? Because that's the bottom line with procrastination. The thing you're putting off, you're going to do it anyway, right? I mean, if it's of importance, you're going to do it anyway, or you're going to have massive, massive consequences that are going to be way worse than what it would have been like to do the thing. So I literally spent 5 minutes on Google and figured out how to do it. I'm like, oh my gosh. I put this thing off for months. It took me 5 minutes. And so, I mean, and then I had this huge freedom, right? I had this huge freedom because it totally changed my time structure for getting certain things done because I no longer was beholden to whether I could have someone do the certain thing for me. Unbelievable, right? And I know better. I teach life management. I've taught it for years. I'm a master at organizing time. I'm not saying that to brag. I'm a nightmare at organizing things, right? So, you got to know your strengths, and I know my strengths. And so I'm tremendous with using time, and I don't procrastinate in general in anywhere. I do it. If I got to do it, I do it. But there I'm being authentic. And so that affected my work, right? It was a 5-minute thing that I put off because I didn't want to deal with it, right? So why do we procrastinate? Well, one of the reasons we procrastinate is instant gratification, right? We want to do something else that's fun at that moment. So we go for the instant gratification, then this other thing, right? Bad way to live, right? And just look around you. You see products of instant gratification everywhere. And they ain't looking very good, right? The next thing is we don't feel like it. Whatever it is, we don't feel like doing it, so we put it off, right? Another thing is the thing we're doing is uncomfortable. You can relate to this one in the work, right? There's things that are uncomfortable that we'll put off. And then we don't think we have the time, whatever that might be, which was part of my tech thing too. I figured that was going to take me a long time, but you know what? Now I'm making excuses. Forget it. I didn't even say that. So, here's the problem with procrastination. I mentioned earlier it's a joy stealer. It's a joy stealer because it has two really good friends, really, really good friends that both are like nasty characters. One is guilt, right? It has guilt. So you're putting off this thing that you have to do so you can do something else. This really rings true when you're doing the instant gratification thing. So you're doing something you would rather do at this moment than the thing that you really are supposed to be doing or have to be doing, and yet you're not even enjoying this thing that you're doing as much as you could because you're carrying the guilt of the thing, and you're also thinking about, I still got to do that thing, right? So it's literally taking you out of the thing that you are doing instead. So what's the point, right? And then the second one, guilt is nasty. Guilt is it's a nasty emotion. And then the second one is burden. right? That's what I was feeling before with the cable, was the burden, because it was weighing, right? It weighs on you. It's like a backpack with rocks in it, right? That's what procrastination does to you. And the challenge is, if you procrastinate habitually, it's a habit, right? It becomes a habit. You're constantly putting stuff off, and you're creating nightmares in every corner of your life. It's literally sucking the joy right out of life, and it's killing your business. It's killing it, right? So you got to frame it, right? You got to frame it so that you develop a new habit. And the new habit, the new mantra is simply this: do it now, do it now, do it now. Say to yourself, I am a person that does it now. I do things now. And then write it down. If you struggle with procrastination, write it down. Because once you frame the cost of not doing it, right? The cost of not doing it is too great. Not only the guilt and the burden, but when you translate it into your business, it's costing you dreams. It's costing you your dreams, which isn't just about you. Then it's about your family, and it's about your children, and it's about your legacy, and it's about where your heart is. It's about life, right? And so a classic place to procrastinate is calling someone, right? That's a classic place to procrastinate. So I want you to write this down. You might be like, Todd, quit telling me what to do. Okay, I suggest that you write this down. Write down, I am a do-it-now person. And the next time you think about calling someone, you look at that and you call them. You just make the call. You will feel so much better, even if they say, don't ever call me again. I don't want to talk to you. You should have procrastinated. Who cares? You did what you were supposed to do. You can build the do-it-now muscle. And I tell you, when you do, man, it'll make a huge impact in every part of your life. So become a do-it-now person and watch how it changes your life in the coolest ways. I hope that was helpful. If you got value, hey, go ahead and share this. There's probably a lot of people that could use this message. Thanks for stopping by.